rich people problem. Bettina Ortez Eminia was not accustomed to waiting, a former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. Of course, the exceedingly bronze Strawberry Blunt was these days the wife of Miami Auto Park tycoon, Herman Ortez Eminia. At every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence, she was always greeted with reverence and whisked to exact table she desired. Today, she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange canvas director's chair and store out the gently lapping turkey's water while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large noisy group taking up the entire terrace and they didn't seem in too much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared the stories happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were, the woman overly toned, wrinkled, and saggy. None of them properly lifted or botoxed. She felt like walking up in a table and handing out her dermatologist's business cards. And the men were even worse, all dresses in all rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats sold at the twinkled shop on the Muir Street. Why did such people have to come here? The 3.5 mile long paradise with its pristine pink sand beaches was one of the best kept secrets in Caribbean, a heaven for every rich, filled with a quaint little wood houses painted in a shade of sherbet, charming boutiques, chic oceans, front mansion turned into inns, a five-star hotel and rival Saint Bart's. Tourists should have to take a style exam before being allowed to set foot in the island. Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Tina stormed into the kitchen for fridge with her crocheted Butchie Crafton tough shaking furiously as he made byline for the woman with a shook pixie cut blonde hair manning on the main stove. Julie, honey, what's the dealio? I've been waiting for more than 15 minutes for my table. Bettina signed to the owner of the restaurant. Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of these days. The party of the 12 on the terrace showed up the first, just become you did. Julie replied as she handed off the bowl of spicy cosh chill to waiting server. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all that space? Well, that tourist in the red fishing cap is the Duke of Glaimora. His party just voted over the Windermere that his royal husband, you see, the more of the cost. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you'd ever seen? I'm not impressed by the big boats. Bettina huffed, although secretly. She was rather impressed by the people with a big title. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. This Aristo-British style were such a strange breed. Sure they had Everseville rose suits and their Herman terrace. Why they traveled? They looked at a painful Fromley. It was only then Bettina noticed 3 well-built men in fitted white t-shirt and black curvel pants sitting in the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating, but sat watchfully, sipping glasses of Silt Zero water. I assume that the dock's security detail, they couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know that we're all billionaires here in Bryland? And this isn't how we roll? Bettina tutted. Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guest. They did a whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They've ever searched my walk-in freezer. See that? The Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table? Bettina squinted through the Dior inter sunglasses at the portly, bundling 70-something Asian man dresses in a nondescriptive white short silk golf shirt and a grey trousers. Oh, I didn't even notice him. I am supposed to know who he is? That's Alfred Chang, Julie said in a harsh tone. Bettina giggled. He looked like a chauffeur. Doesn't he look like the guy that used to drive Jane Wayne around in a Falcon Crest? Julie, who was trying to focus on searing a cut of tuna to perfection, shook her head and tight-lipped smile. From what I hear, that Jafar is the most powerful man in Asia. What's his name again?